From San Diego, California, weighing 165 pounds, Rey Mysterio.
He reversed it. It looks like they've slowed the match down a little. And I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly is. I'm sure they're well acquainted with the old expression, fools rush in.
Is that why you always seem to be in such a hurry, JR? I think all's fair in love and war, JR. And I love it when this guy goes to war.
Whoever said that cheaters never prosper certainly never saw this man in action. I respect the fact that he took responsibility for his actions and decided not to continue down that road. But I can't say that the way he's chosen to live his life since has overly impressed me either.
How can these fans be this excited about Rey Mysterio, JR? He's so tiny that half of them probably can't even see him in the ring.
Well, King, there's an old saying. Size doesn't matter. It's what you do with it that counts. And I'm sure you've heard that one. I think this crowd has decided that's it. The match is over for that particular superstar.
I've been looking forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe it's finally underway.
This has been a hotly anticipated contest. And as far as I'm concerned, it's living up to the hype.
No question about that, JR. The fans certainly seem to be into it, that's for sure.
And when it comes down to it, that's all. This match has come to an abrupt end for that superstar. I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR. You gotta keep moving. No dog ever peed on a moving car.
Oh, that's a lovely one, King. I'd ask you where you come up with this stuff, but I don't think I want to know, quite frankly. I think this round's giving these superstars a piece of a reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
His opponent telegraphed that one. This match has the potential to be an instant classic, and I think these fans are too stupid to realize it.
How can you say that, King? How can you insult the intelligence of these WWE players?
Well, I heard that we gave them an IQ test, and the results came back negative.
Folks, I've got to apologize for the King here tonight. He must have gotten up on the wrong side of somebody else's bed this morning. You're right about that, King. Eddie Guerrero never had it easy. He had to fight tooth and nail for everything he ever accomplished. And I think that's one of the main reasons why fans love him the way they do.
We've got to give Big Show some credit, JR. He might be slow and clumsy, but at least he's not very bright.
Oh, you're a scream, King. I'd love to see you try to say that to the Big Show's face.
He saw that one.
He might as well start walking back to the locker room. He's out of this match.
Lashley's got all the size and strength anyone could ask for, but I don't know if that's going to be enough to get him the win here tonight.
That's your opinion, King. But if Lashley's career thus far has been any indication, I'd say he's got an excellent chance of victory in this match. Very few superstars have so completely dominated their opponents the way this young stud Lashley has done in his career thus far.
Yeah, and how much of that has to do with the fact that he's on SmackDown, JR? Everyone knows that the big boys play on Raw, and I'm not sure Lashley would be able to hang with our superstars. There's the reversal.
He doesn't look too happy about it, but an elimination is an elimination. That went nowhere.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
You've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself. just all the same to you, King. Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
Who can't? What a counter! I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes in all of sports entertainment.
I know that, JR. I'm just saying that this has been a great match so far.
It has indeed. It looks like he's taking advantage of his dazed opponent.
He sure is, JR. There it is, the twist of fate.
He's a slippery devil.
I think he's going for the throat here, JR. Literally.
A huge choke slam. There's no question why he calls it the showstopper.
What does he think he's doing? He's just showing off for the crowd now.
He's wrestling the match his way.
I don't believe it. He's been eliminated.
My God! It's like he's trying to crack his opponent's head wide open.
Well, that's one way to win a match. Messy, but effective. I think I know who's going to win this one, JR.
Oh, really? Enlighten us, King.
Wait a second. Why are you so eager to hear my prediction?
Because I want to know who's going to win. And 9 times out of 10, it's not the superstar you pick. Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being shy about saying, what a reversal. Well, we haven't seen much of Ken Kennedy on Raw, King. And as far as I'm concerned, it can stay that way.
Oh, come on, JR. How can you not be impressed by someone with his skill and charisma?
Well, granted, he's got some athletic ability, but as far as charisma goes, his attitude leaves a lot to be desired. A textbook reversal there. Boy, Booker T will tell you how great he is to the Jack Lemire squad. Quite frankly, I'd rather see him put up or shut up.
What are you talking about, JR? He's a 5-time WCW champion. But that's not putting up. I don't know.
There he goes. He's out of the match.
So what you're saying is they love him because he's honest about being dishonest? That's so crazy, it just might be true.
What a competitor is Eddie Guerrero. He's held just about every major title there is, including the Intercontinental, United States, and Tag Team titles. Don't forget, folks, Latino Heat is a former WWE champion.
How can we ever forget that, JR? Eddie's done it all, and he did it all the hard way. You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. He's taken every advantage in this matchup, and it looks like he plans on taking a few more.
If he's not the dirtiest player in the game, JR, he's a shoo-in for second place. I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that that would be no easy feat. I think he countered that and made it look easy.
He countered that one perfectly.
He's not going to get caught with that one.
Looks like his hopes of winning this one have been shattered, JR.
And here comes the signature move.
The backcracker! How cool is that, JR? Everyone says they can't take their eyes off Chavo, JR, and neither can I. It's a good way to wind up having something stolen.
I think it's different, King. I think Chavo's lying. He just got tossed out rather unceremoniously, in my opinion.
Oh, come on, JR. John Cena's a thug. You know it. I know it. And all of these people know it. It makes me sick that he's allowed to be a WWE superstar.
I don't know how you can say that, King. Cena has dedicated himself to entertaining these fans, and quite frankly, I find him to have more character than many so-called respectable superstars.
There's a difference between entertaining the fans and setting a bad example, JR. I think the fact that SmackDown could ever allow John Cena to become WWE champion is an example of why they're the #2 brand in sports entertainment.
You're not going to get me to say that SmackDown's superior to Raw. But if they were, John Cena would be a large part of the reason.
Randy Orton is a genius, JR. As soon as he got what he needed from Triple H and Ric Flair, he turned on it and jumped to SmackDown, where he didn't have to live under their shadow anymore. I'm not sure I agree with what the crowd is chanting, JR, but I guess it's their right.
You're damn right it is. It comes with the price of admission. You're not going to get him with that one.
I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
That's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollars.
Oh my gosh, JR! He's going for it!
The RKO! The RKO!
I can't believe he countered that one. Watch out! He reversed it! It's like he read his opponent's mind.
I can't think of a superstar who's overcome the odds in a more dramatic way. All of his body weight is forcing his opponent's throat down onto the unforgiving steel cable of the ring rope.
He's choking the fight right out of his opponent. This one could be over in a hurry. Oh boy, these fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well, they paid for their tickets, King, and they've got a right to say whatever they want.
Up and over and out. Eliminated.
And it's been reversed. Is that? Yes, that's an elimination.
Well, you know what they say, JR. Pride goes before a fall. Oh, man. That's going to change the tone of this match, JR.
Yeah, and not for the better either. I wish the ref would actually pay attention to what's going on.
You got to respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King.
He isn't fooling around here, JR.
Not with that pedigree, he isn't. God, what a debilitating maneuver.
He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. Oh, he's big, all right, JR. He can't even go to the beach anymore because Greenpeace keeps trying to tow him back into the ocean.
You better hope that the Big Show doesn't hear you saying that, King. I'm not so sure he'd be as amused by your sense of humor as you seem to be.
Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
And if they're smart, they'll listen. Remember, without these fans, these superstars are out of a job. King, you're as crazy as a pit. That's one fewer superstar in this match. These superstars are going to put each other to rest.
He took a run over the top rope, down to the floor, out of this match.
What's he got planned here?
What a spear! That'll take the fight right out of you.
This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad the WWE fans are getting the chance to see it.
And I'm happy that I'm getting to see it too, JR. I just wish they'd pick up the pace a little.
Oh no, this is classic old school wrestling at its finest. You, of all people, should be able to... This capacity crowd is solidly behind their superstar. Look at this!
Wow, could you be any more biased, JR? How about some fair and balanced commentary?
This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
They They sure are, JR, and I love to hear it.
He's been removed from the ring and from contention in this match.
I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup, JR, but it's been pretty obvious since the start of the show who you're pulling for.
I'm trying to remain as objective as I can, King. Quite frankly, I'd rather see a good competitive matchup than see a particular superstar win or lose this thing.
Oh, come on. Everyone knows you play favorites. You're always trying to kiss up to the fans by talking up whoever they're cheering for.
I've never been a kiss up in my life, King. And there's the elimination.
These superstars sure aren't going easy on each other here tonight.
What'd you expect, King? This isn't ballet, you know.
Oh, really, JR? Gosh, tell me more about your in-ring experience.
Well, I've got a pinfall victory over Triple H to my credit. How about you? Will you stop? How can you possibly not like Chris Benoit, King? How can you not have respect for his accomplishments?
What accomplishments? Taking 16 years to finally win the World Heavyweight. Well, there's one less superstar in this match now. So, JR, are you enjoying the match so far?
Yes, I am. I think these superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition here tonight.
What's your favorite part of it so far? That's it. He's out of the ring, and that means he's out of the match, too. I think I know who's going to win this match, but I don't want to say. I'm afraid I'll jinx it.
Come on, King. Don't tell me you're superstitious.
Of course not, JR. I'm not superstitious because I know that's unlucky. You think this is going to be a back and forth after that? Or do you think this is going to be pretty one-sided, JR?
I couldn't tell you, King. These superstars are so unpredictable that you...
What? Is he nuts? He doesn't really think he's going to lift him, does he?
Well, if he did, I don't think he does anymore.
JR's not going to be happy about this one, folks. I think one of his favorites is going to get beat like the... Wow! He wasn't too gentle about throwing him out. Oh my gosh! He's been eliminated from the match! Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going to go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretching the truth or jumping to conclusions.
Well, judging from the shape I'm in, I don't appear to be doing too much of either, King. You're looking pretty fit, though, I must say.
These superstars are beating the heck out of each other. And this crowd, nice try, Skinny. Talk about adding insult to injury. Tossed out of the ring and the match. Boy, it must burn you up to see a cocky young superstar like Nitro do so well here in the WWE, JR.
I think everyone should get what they deserve, King. Nitro deserves to be rewarded for his athletic ability. But if he keeps walking around like he's God's gift for sports entertainment, I think he deserves to be proven wrong.
Oh, man, he's just hitting his opponent with shot after shot.
And anytime you can't even defend yourself against blows like that, it doesn't speak well for your odds of winning the match. No! How can the referee allow something like that?
Come on, JR. You know that the referee's health plan doesn't include vision. Let me tell you, JR, you won't see action like this anywhere. She's got her opponent, JR. Here she goes.
Satisfaction! Man, what an impact! This Paul Burchill is a unique rascal, to be sure.
That's one word for it, JR. I might have said ridiculous, but unique works too.
Why? just because of the way he dresses? That from a man who wears a crown? Don't judge a book by its cover, King. Virtue can go in the ring, believe me. This match is going to continue until someone's completely debilitated. And considering the resiliency of these superstars, that's not going to be easy.
That's for sure. No one in this match is going down without a fight.
And I wouldn't expect any less from them, King. Like them or not, you've got to respect the tenacity of each and every WWE superstar.
I'll never understand what the big deal is about Batista. He's just another superstar with more muscles than brains as far as I'm concerned.
You couldn't be more wrong, King. I've always found Batista to be extremely intelligent. You don't often see anyone put anything past him in the ring or outside of it. So, King, any predictions about the outcome of this match?
No. Every time I make a guess as to who's going to win, I never hear the end of it from you.
Maybe that wouldn't happen if you got one right. They have their way, King. Everything they came in here with tonight is going to be left in that ring, mark my words.
I hope these fans are...
He just doesn't have the strength to lift it.
He must be crazy thinking he could pick him up like that. I don't get why Taz is so proud of his ECW career, JR. How can you call yourself a legend when all you did was beat superstars who couldn't get a job working for a real company?
King, I think if Taz heard you say that, he wouldn't hesitate a second to pull that crown down around your ankles. Taz is a superstar who's left a trail of victims in his wake. He's a legitimate, hardcore legend, and he won't hesitate to tell you so.
That's fine with me, JR. Taz can call himself the king of the bingo hall circuit all he wants. I'm happy being the king of sports entertainment. That was an incredible move. What strategy?
Strategy might look for a hole in my ass. That's cheating, plain and simple.
I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated the fact that they might lose.
I'm sure they have. That's not the kind of attitude you come in with and expect to pick up the win.
You're right about that, JR. If you can't see yourself having your arm raised by the referee when it's over, don't bother showing up. Boy, it's obvious these superstars have done their homework on each other.
They sure have. And this is one hell of an exam.
Let's hope it's not their final exam, JR. I'd love to see them go at it again.
Well, if I think the fans have their way, you'll get your wish, King.
Can you believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King. Except when I have to sit here and listen to you drool over the deep.
Come on, JR. You know I'm helpless when it comes to puppies.
Oh, I know, King. And that's why I'm bringing a pitcher of ice water out here with me next time. I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma barbecue before tonight's show, but I don't think that's it.
This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But I just hope these superstars can settle their differences in the ring and leave it at that.
I think these superstars have a legitimate beef with each other, JR.
So do I, King. I'm not so sure their issues with each other are going to be solved with one man.
I hope not. I'd love to see him go at it again and again.